Howdy folks, just here at the side of my van on my camping chair, and I was talking about doing a shaving video. So yeah, I'm going to do some shaving on this mug, and you know, I've obviously let it go. I don't know how much you can see, but I've let it go just for this video. Not really, I'm just due for a shave. Now, unfortunately, I'm not going to be shaving off this beard. I'm just going to be trimming up the sides and around here. So don't want to go too close. But I don't know if you can see. See how it's kind of, it's not clean. It's a bit too close, eh? That's about as close as I want the camera. So I'm gonna yeah, do a bit of shaving. So previous sharpening video, how to sharpen your tools. I just like to use the word tools because one thing I dislike with sharpening knives and stuff is people go, oh, people got this perception of knives like, I've never used maybe a fish, but I've never used a knife to kill something. Like, yeah, I literally can only think of fish, possibly other things, but yeah, it's a tool, and sharpening, it falls into so many categories. You know, it's whether it's a kitchen knife, it's something you might use in a trade. It's a very handy ability to have. So that's why I called it sharpening your tools, because yeah, knives are tools, and you also got tools that you sharpen, which can be another area. So I'll show you some of my gear. So this one you like. Now you're thinking, what is that? So that is just a pretty picture, because I actually broke the little mirror that came in this. This is antique. This is about shivers 1945. It's a Rolls Razor. It's got 2 spare blades in this case. This case, I think's fairly rare because I couldn't seem to find it on the internet at all. Again, it's probably just my internet skills. Inside, I know, weird, eh? Weird. Sharpening stone on one side of the case and a strop on the other. Now, you go, how's this work? So I'll give you a little demo. So you open the side that is opposite to what you want to use. So got the Rolls Razor. That's a little handle that sits in there. Unclip that. It's all so well made. Extend the handle. It's a little mini telescopic. That's a handle for the blade, but hang on a second. So it's all mechanical. Look at that. It sharpens it. Look at that. Looks like a can of sardines, but it's not. It's a razor. It's pretty cool. English. There's a bit of history on the company. Apparently, I think they study it. Certain people study it in law. Apparently, something like the company took out a lot of, I don't know if you call it capital, but the company took out heaps of money. Like it's like they pushed too big. And I think Gillette ended up just taking over. But yeah, they're a safety razor. I'll show you that in a second. So sharpen. And that just goes back and forwards. It's so cool, eh? Mechanical set. Flipping, it flips back, goes, pushes against the stone, flips around, pushes against the stone, flips around. You do it nice and quickly. Give it a little Bang, 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 bang. Yeah. Okay, so that's for that side. Then I'll put the strop side clip back on. It's so well made, man. I love it. Yep, now I'm on the strop side. Same thing. Someone's going to see you watching this video and go, "What are you watching?" Yeah. So you twist it out, and always wipe it when you put it away. Usually a nice high carbon stuff. Your fingers, the oil, acid, whatever you got on your fingers, rust stuff. So I like to wipe that when I put it away. See how it's got the little shroud around the outside, and that allows it so it doesn't go too far, if you know what I mean. So it's like it's a safety razor. So slide on the handle, be careful, slide on the handle. Look at that, it's all ready to go. It's got some engraving from like the maker's stuff. You can just see the engraving in the crappy phone camera. It says Rolls Ariza, patent number. It's got patent numbers. So that's ready. Here I have, you can just buy the Gillette or the spray foam for shaving. Makes it easy. I've got a bar in here. It's like a soapy bar, but it's for shaving foam. So I've got a few of these, but this is the one I'm using today. Now this, mental blank on the name. I've totally forgot what these are called. I know the name. Let's just say it's a soap brush. Mental blank. Still waking up here. Okay, guys, as you can see. They not traditionally, I think they still do a lot of the time. This one I think is, but they use badger hair. I know, I think it's weird, badger hair. And they're shy buggers. Imagine poor badger who's like coming out of his hole wherever he lives, right? And mate, let's say it's a Scotsman, jumps on him. "Give us your hair, you wee bastard." You know, and he's cutting off the badger's hair and he's like, "Oh, one brush, two brush, three brush." And he's making brushes. Like, anyway. Yeah, so what I do in here, this is a little shaving kind of foam lathering brush. Lather. It's lather. That's what. Anyway, so I put a bit of water in here. Like I said, when it comes to shaving foam, you can even get certain soaps. Imperial Leather soap. It's really good for it. So poured water in there, and I kind of dip the brush in the sides with the water. And now, to do this properly, which I'm not going to do, but I'm not in a house and I could do this, I'm just being lazy, okay? Being honest, Borry's being honest. So I've just, see what I mean? You just play with that. See the foam? Look at that great foam. Hey, I nicked that from a badger. He's trying to go back in his hole, and he jumped on his back and started cutting. Yeah, so that's foamed up. Now, normally the proper way to do this is you'll get a steamy warm cloth, maybe like a cotton cloth, and you put it on your face like steamy if you want to be real proper about this. You know what I'm saying? But Borry's doing this, from his van. So so hear me out. I got some of my gear, barber's mirror, so I can watch my mug and you'll kind of see me from the side. I think that should work. Now this is one I showed you, this beautiful straight razor from the other video, the sharpening one. It's also on the thumbnail. Again, never seen one. I'm sure they're common somewhere, but I think it's Swiss. But see how it's just a solid wedge? It's not a hollow grind. like normal ones, which is great, but this one's a solid chunk of steel. That's nice and sharp, ready to go. I've got my little strop because I'll give it a strop every now and then. And I'm just going to use wet wipes to wipe the excess off. And normally that rag that you'll steam your face with, you get it nice and soft and tender and conditioned. And then you might use that rag to wipe off all of the sheet. Yeah, so I'll give it a little strop, just, why not? Doesn't hurt. Again, sharpening tips and stropping stuff, it's on that other video. So now you have to watch the video. Yeah, so that's ready to go. Got my Rolls razors. I'm going to Rolls razor and straight razor just to kind of show you both. I like to use a straight razor under here because I just find with a Rolls razor with that bar, and it grabs some little longer hairs from the beard, because last time I think I cut it pretty rough because of where I was sitting. I just find this is good, but this is better. Now, do be careful using straight razors. I'm fairly confident. I find a lot of people scared to use these. Just be really careful. Like, if you're a kid, don't do it. You don't need to shave anyway, really, eh? Unless you're Italian or, you have like a background where you're really hairy. I'm actually really hairy, but I'm ginger, so you don't see it as much, like a lot of hairs on my chest and stuff. But thanks, Dad. Yeah, so what I might do, probably won't do much, but use my wet wipe just to moisten my skin a little bit. And I've got really sensitive reacts to everything kind of skin. Really, out of all the people that should be doing the steamy rag, it should be someone like me. But another thing I recommend is putting on your aftershave and stuff too, because if you get little cuts, little micro cuts or surface cuts, or like a rash, especially if you're doing it rough like me, it sterilizes those little cuts and stuff. I find with me, I don't like to use that. It just irritates my skin. It goes weird, and I get, it already kind of does it when I shave, but I know it sounds weird, but it just inflames for me. I don't know. And there are lotions and stuff you can explore. There's a lot of brands. There's a lot of manly brands out there. So I'm not trying to I'm not trying to show. I'm not trying to say that I'm showing you the exact way how to do it and the best way to do it. I'm just having a shave and kind of, like I said, boost your confidence with shaving. Or when you do start shaving or whatever. So I'll start lathering up. So I'm going to use this mirror. See, I just put down. See it? Look at that. I like to put it on everywhere early because you can redo it if it kind of needs more. But it starts softening. It starts soaking into your skin, and yeah, makes for a better shave. Look at that. Look out, Gillette. You can hire me. I'm sure Gillette will hire me. Yeah, right. So I did say I'll do the Rolls razor. So, and now with shaping, okay, because this is stuff I had to learn the hard way. Depends what you're looking for. I've got a big boxy head. I've got a fat head too because I'm a big boy. But so I find the best look for me, it just looks the best. I mean, it's preference, but I'll do like a rounded just over the trim, and you can't see exactly where it starts and ends, especially if you have a ginger beard like me or you gingers. But you just kind of imagine there's a line there and just go, you know what I mean? Like I said, when you got really sharp stuff like I have, you go where you need to go. So look at that, comes off. Look at that, like a breeze. I used to shave under the whisker here, but I leave it now and I'll grow them out. So kind of just, like I said, just a boundary. Now, I want to say something. You say, what's shaving got to do with bushcraft survival? Being clean, keeping yourself, feeling like a woman or a man, and feeling like you look after yourself is a crucial, I would say crucial to survival. Very underestimated. I mean, you can look at it in kind of ways like, you know, you're single and how you're going to find a mate when you look like an unmade bed all the time and you stink. That's not nice. And it does matter. It does matter. It, like me in my trade, when I was working, especially when I was in one industry, you'd work close to guys, and man, one of the hardest things was working next to someone that stinks. Um, and then you'd work with some guys, and they look after themselves, and they smell nice, and it's really pleasant. It's nothing to do with, you know, oh you know, it's beautiful when a man can look after himself. I was blessed because my dad was a little bit like that, and I think that really what's the word, really influenced me, and where just making sure I got every little bit. Look at that. It's hard to really see, but you can kind of see it. See that? See how smooth it looks? Pretty, very pretty. Gotta give it a slap after. Oh, that's kind of hard. Yeah, so that's with the Rolls Razor. Yeah, so where's this relate to survival and stuff? Of course, it's a big thing when you're out in the bush, being able to look after yourself, and um, it's powerful because some people will look at you external. Most people will look at you external. And even though I'm definitely spiritual, and I do, especially with my gifting, I see what you're wearing. I see your internal posture. But a lot of people aren't, and that's okay. But look at the size of my earrings. Just going full massive earrings. Look at that. But I got a big head and a beard, so kind of get away with it. Don't really care. So yeah, so the whole thing about morale and being clean out in the bush. Oh, like it's like a shower when you stink and you feel dirty spiritually too. This is very spiritual. Being clean, even your physical. Oh, I won't, but I could say so much. I got to refrain. Keep on the subject. It is spiritual to get clean with water. I feel like I could just unleash with that, just with what I know. In so many ways, but yeah, it's powerful to be able to have a shower, be clean, come across presentable, pleasant to those around you. Um, yeah. So, like I said, even if you look at it in a carnal way, because a lot of it is carnal, but it's not solemnly carnal. Is, you know, if you're single, you can find a mate because you're attractive, you present yourself. Um, you know, and especially for your lads, because it is a bloke shaving his face. You know, some women probably show their face, sure. But you know, if you're a young lad, you know, you're going to get old, and you know, you might lose that youth a bit and all that. But it's really pleasant when you lads can, you know, present yourself. It's part of being a gentleman. It's part of considering others. Hygiene, looking after yourself, is actually considering others. So there you go. There you have it. Boris said it must be true. Anyway, a bit more lather here. Thanks for the support, subscriptions, guys. I'm at 39 currently as I'm filming this. Please, if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. Even if you don't like my videos, you know, if maybe you like me, I don't know. But now I'm doing the cuff rope. Oh, this thing's beautiful to use. It's so, and like when you got that, when you love it, it's a skill people have really lost, men and even women, but shaving with blades that you sharpen yourself. Oh, look at that. And like I said, it's just those little things. Like it's only just the border. Can you see? See it? It's all smooth. And you can tell, I reckon, if you did the video back to rewatch it, give me views. No, but if you rewind this, sorry, I was trying to trick you as if it like paused. Did it trick you? I don't know. But if you rewind, you'll see how that's nicer. So now, like I said, I prefer the cuff rope for the other bottom part. Give it a strop. Doesn't really need it. It's that nice and that hasn't been worked, but why not? A little stropping never hurt nobody. Don't sing. Okay, sorry. Give it a little strop. So make sure I lather up. Hopefully the rain doesn't come and ruin it all. I don't know what happens if someone rings me. I think if I don't answer, I'll be alright. But oh, you know, I actually just nicked myself. See, you've distracted me. Look what you've done. No, but I did actually just slightly nick myself. That's definitely the harder part. Very slightly, I don't know. It's very slight. I'm getting woozy. No. Hopefully you didn't watch Sweeney Todd before you started watching me with this thing. Just careful. Just easy does it. By the way, you can easily do this stuff just with your Gillette shavers and stuff, and they're great. They are. You know, I just like my analog things. I love sharpening, so don't. Hope you don't feel like. Hope it don't make you feel like, you know, especially if you're not shaving yet, that this is the only way to go, because it's not. I find most people don't do this. This is good. There's plenty of light. Make sure you got plenty of light. Mirror nice and close, because I struggled cutting it last time because I was in my van, which is behind you. You're in the van. You're actually in the van. You're in my van. But yeah, in the van last time I cut, I was holding. I couldn't put the mirror close enough, and I had to hold it, so it was one hand, and you got to lift this bad boy up. You know, you can already kind of see it. See, if I was any good at editing, I would have done it before and after or something. You know what I mean? Easy does it. I find it's quite a soothing process. I think, yeah, there's a little bit of blood. Just a little nick. It's just a little nick. Just a little nick. Sorry. Don't scare me like that. Now, you kind of see it, eh? Just the light. Kind of see the. Can you see it? Can you see it? Ah, maybe I should go a bit closer. I won't show you the nick side. Can you see how there's a line there now? See, it's nice and cleanish. Look how pretty I am. Yeah, but there you have it, guys. I just swallow hair. Watch me choke on camera. You think I'm bleeding out, but I'm choking. He's just faking again. So I got a little brush here with a broken tooth in it. Scissors. I picked these nice German ones, antique things. They do the job. Get some better scissors. Now with moustache for you lads, I'm kind of assuming this is going to cater towards lads, and lads are probably, I don't know, I'm probably judging here, but I feel like you lads would be probably the slackest with watching certain things, unless you really loved it. Who knows? But I cut it like this, like little spears coming out. So if I kiss with this thing, I'll stab you. Keeps the ladies away. But yeah, it's sharp little spears because of the way I cut it, and they come in, and then these grow long. Now, I think a better but more annoying way to cut a moustache is to let these grow long, and then you brush them to the side. But then when you go to eat your cream bun, it goes all over your face, and you beat your moustache, and yeah, I just find this more user friendly. I didn't give you the finger, I just used the wrong finger to point. I find this is more user friendly when it comes to eating, not kissing. So I normally do it with the mirror much closer, so I'll hold my mirror. Who's the fairest of them all? Not me. And just trim those little bits that are trying to climb into my mouth. Again, you're gonna look like a weirdo. You're watching some big ginger dude cut his beard. Yeah, you're weird. You're gonna be like, what are you watching? With a bin right there. It's not right there. I mean, it kind of is. It doesn't stink. Maybe I do. Who knows? But I'm gonna do that with the tongue and kind of make it. See, that is how you can look like a ginger Viking too. So I hope you might have learnt things, or at least got a bit of confidence with certain things, or maybe it was all completely new to you. Thanks for watching, Borry Berry. Till next time.